กินเบอร์เกอร์ครับ
อ๋อโอเคแล้วซัมเมอร์อะปานจะกลับไทยหรือเปล่าล่ะแม่จะได้จองตั๋วให้
ยังไม่รู้เลยครับ
I loved the rather hazy quality, this unfocused quality to the camera work, but also to the way he meandered through his time that really captured that days of school, that feeling of not enough sleep, eating poorly, that general homesickness and fatigue where you're almost sleepwalking through your days. And as we went through his routine, it was deeply emotionally charged. And they captured that in some brilliant moments of silence on his end of what he was withholding from his mother. The food couldn't have looked blander or more congealed or more almost foreign from real food. And it really mirrored the food acted as a great symbol to mirror that lack of joy and that lack of something real grounding him in his daily routine as well. So that longing for home translated into this longing for food from home. And that smile he got when he gazed at the food representative of his culture and of home, it added almost this levity and this color to the piece. And I thought it was really brilliant. And yeah, very accurate and honest depiction of that longing for home, and what better way than through the senses and through food.
APPETHAI, definitely a play on the title, which I thought was very clever since it's based in Thailand. The resolution, the coloring that they shot this in makes it feel like it's set in another time. Although there isn't really anything specific outside of the way it's shot that makes you think this is set in the 80s or the 90s, but it gave me that feeling of it not being in this present time because of that coloring. To me, it could be a visual representation of depression or a visual representation of eating disorder. This person spends a lot of time in solitude. He's clearly in a place that's not home. He hasn't made friends yet. And we keep seeing all these meals that he is skipping. And, you know, sometimes you can tie depression to a lack of appetite. And then you see him disconnecting from his mother more and more over time. And then there being a shift where at some point he connects back with his mother again. And we finally see him eat something and actually have a conversation with her where he is interacting and not just reacting to what she's saying.
I didn't realize the core message of Appathai until right at the end. And I feel so ashamed because I feel like all the signs were right there and I just didn't notice. I just overcomplicated what was a very sweet and very simple premise. Uh, our main character, he doesn't have an appetite. No matter what, he can't eat. Uh, and me with my big brain, I was like, "Oh, what's going on? Is it like a medical condition, or is he, uh, is the food bad, or?" But literally, the entire time, you see him lying to his mom about how he's eating and he has friends, when in reality, he's very lonely. Um, and it's not until he gets to a Thai restaurant that he actually eats and he calls his mom and he's really happy. And the moment I saw that, everything finally clicked and I went, oh, he's homesick. Uh, I am ashamed that it took me the end of the film to realize that, but it was a very sweet film.
Off the bat, fun title. I think that's a pretty clever pun, and I like that about the movie. But talking about the film itself, I thought that this one was very nicely understated. The pacing here was really good, and it had a clear story whose telling wasn't really impeded by the film's more minimalist approach. The look of the film here is also really, really good. It conveys a very clear sense of atmosphere, a very clear mood, and I think that that was done very well. It helps kind of supplement the story and add to it in a way that I really enjoyed and really appreciated. Also, liked that this is shot on film. I know that entails a lot more work for the production crew. and I think that it ended up paying off. I think that it really helped the film look and feel better, and I think that's one of the main reasons why this was one of my favorites of today. I really enjoyed this, and I really liked the way it made me feel and the way that they were able to accomplish that through their visuals, the dialogue when it was there, and just the overall feeling of the film.
I think the decision to shoot it on film served it well. Definitely, just the graininess and the color and all that just really lent itself to the visuals, to, well, the story, I should say. It all came together in a really just a strong way that made the overall picture even just better than the sum of its parts.
I loved how it used really simple elements to create the sense of longing and homesickness. I loved the sort of phone call aspect of the mother's presence and kind of seeing just the one lonely character and all his surroundings and the close-ups of the less than appetizing food. I thought that was a really great choice visually to sort of create the emotional feel, and it made the food discovery at the end all the more fun and rewarding, and even the shift to the phone call there. Overall, that was a really great and sweet short film.
I thought that the title was amazing. Great acting on everybody's part on what you guys did with the phone and having mom call and mom's voiceover. The emotion was there in your actors, and I loved the shots that you guys chose. You went to a bunch of different locations and you gave us some really beautiful shots.